I was talking to this gentleman, and he said that, and he actually had tears in his eyes, and he told me that he had cancer, and he was dying of cancer, and but it wasn't about himself that he was feeling sorry for. He said that he drives this lady that lives in a seniors home. They don't speak English. There's no access to Japanese food. And he drives her there weekly because she just really looks forward to that. And so he wasn't feeling sorry for himself so much as for her. Like, what's going to happen to her if I were to pass on? And I don't know what actually happened, but I'm sure that Tonari Gumi, through their volunteers, probably arranged to pick her up and bring her there. So that probably introduced me to how important Tonari Gumi was to the community, at least to the seniors in the community. I was working at a trade fair for Mitsubishi, and this fellow, his name was Mr. Minagawa, who I credit for everything that I was able to accomplish. And he asked me if he watched me at this trade fair, and he said, you look like you're really enjoying this marketing and sales. And I said, well, and he said, would you like to come work for me? And in 6 months, I'll make you a businessman. And I said, well, I've gone 17 years to become an engineer, and I really want to get on with engineering. And he said, you could always become an engineer, so come with me, and in 6 months, I'll make you a businessman. I was always into project management, and when I retired, David and Les asked me if I would help in this renovation of this building. And I came in, brought in architects and contractors that we knew, and I think we provided the community with a very nice asset. A fellow that used to do our gardening, a Japanese gardener, he offered to donate free time and supplies to build a garden, but he got leukemia and he just couldn't do it anymore. So one day, another Japanese gardener and I built that little Japanese garden out front, all on the design that Mr. Uegaki had created. And to me, of all the things in this building, that's what I'm most proud of. We should look upon volunteers as, it's not just a job. I think there's some payback in that they get to spend quality time with people, and a lot of us don't know a lot about our heritage, and neither do the second and third generation. I think being able to sit down and be involved with these older people and hearing their story, I think gives them a little bit more background about their heritage. Everybody is looking for the same amount of money. In the Japanese community, we have the Japanese school, the Nikkei, and Stevenson. There are a lot of organizations that need money from a very small group of people, up until now, a lot of the older Niseis have been contributing a large amount of money, but we've got to get outside that now and become much more creative.